Hey family man in the Philippines, please subscribe, click the like button, leave a comment. I do reply to comments. I don't have that many, so it's easy to reply to. So I want to send out a big shout out to Bade, which is my newest subscriber on the channel. Thank you, Bade, for subscribing. Subscriber number 127. I had a viewer leave a comment about one of my previous videos, the Deepcool gammaxx GTE RGB CPU cooler install, and suggested that the way that it's directed on the processor or the CPU, that it's going to blow warm air inside of the case, which is really not true, and I will show you why in a moment in the video. So stay tuned, and I will also show some screenshots of the temperatures while it's running idle and playing a game. Thank you. So I'm recording my screen here. We're going to show some temperatures right now. The PC is at idle. So we're going to bring up our System Information Center from Aorus B450 Pro motherboard. As you can see, the processor is running at like 3 gigahertz. Memory 3 gigahertz. Processor varies depending on how much stress is put on it. So we click over here and we can see our temperatures for the motherboard, the PC case, and the CPU. As you can see, CPU is running here at 53 degrees centigrade, chipset 34 degrees, PCI Express 32 degrees, System 1 is at 30 degrees centigrade, VRM MOS is at 35 degrees centigrade, VSOS MOS is 35 degrees. You can see all your temperatures and everything here. I'm running stock temperatures. This is at idle, not playing a game. So this is what we have inside of the case, the RaidMax Vortex V5 case. You've got 220 millimeter fans at the front, blowing air in from the outside. You've got the Thermaltake Light Power RGB 650 watt power supply at the bottom, which takes air out of the case at the bottom and blows out the back. You also have the CPU cooler, the Deepcool gammaxx GTE RGB fan. I have mounted on the back and reversed the fan flow so it actually blows that direction, which is outside of the case. Then you have the other 120 millimeter fan on the back of the PC case, which exhausts air out the back of the case. So all your airflow is going from the front of the case, helping cool your RGB DIMM DDR4 memory, helping cool the heatsink for the CPU, the fan on the CPU blowing that direction out toward the rear, and the PC case fan blowing out toward the rear. And there's also a 120 millimeter fan right up top here, which blows air outside of the case. So all your airflow is directed from the front to the rear and out. So right now we're bringing up our game called Anthem. So now I'll bring up the System Information Viewer, my Aorus board. You see now the processor is running at 3.73 gigahertz. Memory is still at 3 gigahertz. Again, processor fluctuates because of the way AMD has a Ryzen 5 and their other processors set up to stay cool. Let's bring up the system hardware information for temperatures. And as you can see, again, the processor is running right now at 64 degrees, 62 degrees centigrade. The internal temperatures for the chipset 34, PCI Express 33, System 1 32, VRM MOS and VSOC MOS 38 and 44 degrees centigrade. So internal temperatures on the PC case are good. Here's your temperatures again. Internal temperature chipset 35, PCI Express 34, System 133. Processor 3.723 gigahertz. VRMs and VSOC 40 and 48 degrees centigrade, because we have a little more action going on with the graphics. So we now went and refitted our javelin with a few things. You can still see now that the temperatures are still holding pretty good inside the case. You got the chipset 36, PCI Express 35, System 1 34, VRM 42, VSOC is 52. Again, that's your voltages being supplied to your CPU core, which is running at 3.8 gigahertz. Again, I'm running stock temperatures. So we're going to go into a quick play mission and help a fellow freelancer. This will take a little time to get into. We'll go into a normal mode or normal level. Alright, so you can see we went into a battle here and all kinds of things are happening. The temperatures are still staying pretty steady. The CPU is running at 62 degrees centigrade. Chipset 37, PCI Express 36, System 1 34, VRM MOS 42, and VSOC MOS 53 degrees. I do not have air conditioning on. I'm in the Philippines, and it's probably around, I'm going to say 40 degrees centigrade inside the room. So it appears to me the fans are running just fine. You can see your fan speed. CPU is at 1500, system is 1500 almost. System 2 786, system 3 1834. Yes. So this is near the mission end. We've been playing now for about 5 or 10 minutes. And you can see all the temperatures here. The CPU is still running around 59 degrees centigrade, even though the CPU is running at 3.6 gigahertz. Chipset 37, PCI Express 36, System 135, VRM MOS 5042, and VSOC is 53. These are all in centigrade temperatures. You can see your fan speeds down here. CPU temps 14, CPU fan speed 1474, System 1 15727, System 2 790, and System 3 is at 1834. So all your temperatures are still running pretty darn good there. I hope you enjoyed the hopefully fast video of the Deepcool gammaxx GT RGB airflow and the temperatures inside the case and the proof that it's not blowing hot air inside of the case. Sky Jumper, thank you for the question and the comment. Please subscribe, leave a comment, and have a great day.